fat, bro. Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to another episode of the Red Carpet. There were some gremlins in the system. They tried to start early while the gremlins were still there. It didn't work. I'm here. Listen, might cut back in again, so I ain't gonna cut my chickens. You know those ones. I'm like, yeah, man, you didn't even get me. Then it might just do it again. But hopefully that was just perfectly timed just before we went live, because that was a bit mad. Big up to everyone, man. Big up to James. Big up to Minna. Big up to KG Dakamidian. Shout out to Owen Russell News 365555 as well. And shout out Marcel anyway there.
Fleck. Wait, hold on. Shout out to Fleck. We never give you a shout out. We just kind of move on. And I think it's out of order.
It's the football flex. You have to say
someone that needs someone that needs their accolades, bro.
Yeah,
she deserves some accolades. It's Minstradamus, fam. That woman, yeah, that woman told everybody, "This is the time for I told you so." Was on Sky, minding her business, yeah, and then she just gave a take. The take, it couldn't be any greater. Right now, talking about KDB, you know, the league, him, where he's at right now. And then all these haters in her comments talking about, this is what, DEI and all this. No, bro. Listen to the tape, you idiot. You know
not even just haters, the racists.
Racists, no. That's
call them who they are. Call them what they are.
Yeah. Hold that. Listen,
that's the proper hold
that, bro. That's a real hold that. And apologize, because on the mains told, listen, I didn't know. I was like, raw minute, that's a big take still. And then look,
I don't even think it was a big take.
It was that big.
It wasn't even a big take.
It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't.
You know what it is? It's because I said he's declining,
guys.
Which is true.
People don't like to hear that about a great player, that they're declining. They think everyone just bows out of the game gracefully.
Yes,
correct.
It's a strong no, but some people can't be that right. They're trying to take you for some Ennio Luco, bro. And yours different. Right now,
chill. No, wait.
Leave Ennio Luco alone.
You
started off so well, and then
Declan Rice one was still mad. Still, we can't get over what she did with the Declan Rice one. That was
but you can't. Yeah, but she's trying to rise. You're just no.
What?
You can't do that.
What?
You got to fight the fight, or you can't do that.
No, I'm proud, but I'm gonna say if it's a dead take, call it out for a dead take, bro.
Move, but she's done the one with the numbers, the maths one ages ago, bro. She said, "All right, man."
I'm talking about the
and
one.
Katie, where are you going with this? Where is this going?
It's not getting anywhere else other than I'm happy with what I've done.
Shout out Midstradamus. We're gonna go with that,
bro.
Midstradamus, bro. 100%. They told her he's not going anywhere. End of the season, gone. They're the best ones. The best ones that are just so shut up. Like there's just nothing you can say. So
all I'm saying is, I said he'd go to Al Hilal. Al Hilal, if you're watching this and you're gonna sign him in the summer, please call me, because we could do something great.
On a reveal video.
We could do something great together.
Yes.
So call me.
Get that footage from the social straight away. Yes, 100%. First super chat of the evening as well. Red Baron, shout out Red Baron says, shout out Lil Yo-Yo, Aminor, Joe Blackman, Show, Tabrez, the real G's. You guys wouldn't be nothing without us. Wait, shout them out, but then you're saying they wouldn't be nothing. Oh, is it us? We would. Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounded like he's gonna. You're absolutely right, Red Baron. Those guys that you just mentioned there. There's some serious guys in this. Some serious guys amongst loads of others. Steffi, you know what I mean? Kristen, off the top of my head. There's loads, but yeah, certainly those guys there. They're serious. They're serious. 100, yeah, for real. All right, guys. You know what the biggest news story from this evening is, or from today is the Matheus Cunha situation. He has said that he wants to come Man United, mate. Said that he said don't matter. Yeah, KG doesn't know what's going on. KG has no idea what's going on. Ben Jacobs has been active earlier on, and he says that a move to Manchester United appeals to Matheus Cunha. A lack of Champions League football, should United not win the Europa League, would not deter the player. This is from Ben Jacobs. So Ben Jacobs in the last, year or half or so has really, really gone up the rankings. He's doing well. It's a big source. But yeah, he's putting that onto the table. Cunha wants United transfer. What are we saying here? Because we've been discussing a lot of Garnacho stuff and a lot of this stuff, and KG's been very reluctant to talk about him. He's like, yeah, you lot are trying to talk about these Garnacho exes. I'm not really trying to see it,
Change my mind.
Change your mind after this last week.
I flip-flopped last week. Okay. Oh, come on, lads.
You just 100%. Oh, okay. I was unaware of this.
I flip-flop like never before, bro. Now I'm not calling him Alejandrins because I think that name. Why that name?
No, that's too much. Yeah? That's too much.
Why that name is the funniest name ever just given to any player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was protested all January. That's true. TV Troll knows. I was protesting literally when he got the ball. I was like, oh man, we're letting him go. Yeah. But guess what? I was on the Stairmaster. And while on the Stairmaster, it's a very honest machine. It can really make you think about everything that you're doing in your life.
Joke.
Understand where you are. And on the Stairmaster, I was like, we're not going to score goals. Like, there's a moment of, oh my God, our front three, no disrespect, it's just dead. Stinky in it. It stinks, yeah? Yesterday, all of us could have done it. There was a moment when Owen goes, where's the goals coming from? And we looked at Bruno as the only guy that probably would score and maybe a headed goal from Maguire or something from Casemiro. Yeah? Guys, that's it. That's it. Maybe Garnacho wants to hit the target today, but he might not. Yeah, I've given up.
So you're taking the piece. Anything that comes in the summer, you're cashing.
1, 2, 3. Garnacho, Xerxes, Rasmus Højlund. I'm ready for a brand new, give me brand new trio. Totally new.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I hear you on that. Yeah.
Bro, and I'm sorry to let people down. I was, flying the Garnacho flag. I'm sorry, I've taken it down.
It did take long. It didn't ride out. Didn't even ride out.
Yeah, we were just talking last week. Yeah. 50 million was too little for Garnacho.
I mean, it's pretty quick to be waving that flag. Garnacho flag.
Measured, mate.
Yeah, I'm taking that one down.
Measured, mate. Yeah, measured. Very measured there, mate. Yeah. Minna, what are you saying on this? Is that a no-brainer in terms of look, we're making that assumption that Garnacho out, Cunha in to raise money for that. We're just making that assumption, but just in general, Cunha, are you trying to see him?
Oh, 100%. I think he's an upgrade on whatever Man United have right now. I think getting him could actually be more easier than getting a primetime number 9, because I think a lot more teams will be in for a primetime number 9 in comparison to maybe like a profile like Cunha, especially like in the league. Even like Nottingham Forest apparently are interested in Cunha, and even if Ben Jacobs was again, take it with a pinch of salt because it's Ben Jacobs, but he was saying, even if Forest qualify for Champions League, Cunha would rather go to one of the top 6 quotation mark top 6 teams. And you look at the top 6s and you think, I don't think Arsenal need a profile like Cunha. I think they need more of a wide player, like maybe like what's his name, Williams at Club. Someone like that. You look at Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea could be in for Cunha just because they just like to bite everyone. So
not young enough, maybe though.
But you look at everyone, he's not young enough. Yeah, but you look at everyone else and you think maybe United could have an advantage. With saying that, how likely are United under Ineos to go out and pay for a player, which I think actually goes against what Jim Ratcliffe is trying to do in terms of the player profiles and ages of players that he wants? It seems like Man United's transfer strategy is young, potential, high ceiling, cheap. And Cunha, XXXX on all of those. He would immediately improve Manchester United. But with saying that, I think he will improve Manchester United paired with a good number 9. And that's where the conversation of Delap, Osimhen, Gyökeres comes in, because I've seen the conversations about Delap online and people are turning their noses up at him, and I'm quite shocked about that. And I want to know who holds those views.
Who's saying it? Who's saying it?
No, who holds the views on the panel right now? Who thinks Delap is an absolute no-go?
No, he's
No,
not absolute logo. I'd just rather have
I
Osimhen.
go for him. I say
I'd probably go
for him.
closer to the direction, but not that he's not a good player at all.
Yeah.
I think my
No,
concern is that I don't want to have Delap and Højlund as our two striker options. I don't think that's good enough. I think it's too young. I think it's not enough experience leading the line there. But if you could get a top number 10 like Cunha in, it changes my mind on that, because if you're going for Tyler Dibbling, another 19-year-old, 18-year-old, whatever he is, and then you're getting Delap, and then you have Højlund, there's a potential you end up in the same situation where it's just too much inexperience in the front line, not enough players doing it. I think Delap is a much better player than Rasmus Højlund. There's no doubt about that in my mind. He would score a lot more goals than what we're scoring
100%.
right now. But I do think that in the long term, we might be better served getting somebody really good on top of that. And we might end up back in a market for a more experienced striker in the long term as well. Problem is, how do you do that? When you have Højlund there too, I'm not so sure. We just have too many young players not doing it in those kind of positions. But Cunha kind of fits that. If you can't get Osimhen or something like that and you get Cunha, kind of balances that experience, that ready-made player out in the front line, I think.
You don't think we can get two of them?
Non-striker, there's no way. There's just
No,
not
I think
enough
we can get. I
options
think
in
we
the
can get
market,
Delap
you
and
know?
Cunha. I think we get Delap and
Cunha
Cunha.
and Osimhen's too far.
Yeah, no way.
I don't think we get.
Look
get
at the
two
wages, the
strikers.
cost. You're
Yeah.
talking like 130 just for those two
We are
players. I can't
like
see
we
it.
are dealing with the wage, like in terms of the players that we do have, because he did say there's two big players that he wants to bring in, plus like the others, right? But if Rashford's off the wage bill, that's free. How much is Rashford on? Free something? He's on big
300,000
money.
or so, yeah.
300,000. I don't know.
But we might not have any
everyone's
Europe,
150.
but you got to think about this. Where are we finishing? We're going to have less money next season unless we win Europa. I mean, look, if we win the Europa League, I'm putting, all bets are off on who we could go for because
that's
at
my
this
dream.
stage,
I'm looking from a Europa space.
Yeah,
I'm
fair
definitely
enough.
talking from
In
the
that
space of Europa.
perspective.
I think also it's about the player sales as well. Yeah. So say you did sell Garnacho for 50. Say you sold Rashford for 40. You got 90 straight away.
Yeah.
Say you get Anthony out of there for what's Anthony going to be? 25? Can we get if he's carrying on how he's carrying on? Can we get a light 30?
We can't really sell him for less than 30 because of what we owe on him. We can't afford to sell him for less.
So we
than
need
30.
that 30
Yeah.
minimum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like what 120 there. The Sancho thing ain't gonna lie. Chelsea are gonna pay that 5 million.
He's coming back.
He's coming back. He's
That's
coming back.
actually his odds.
After the FFP stuff with UEFA the other day, like they're gonna be looking at trying to get as much money as they can and not spending 25 million. I agree with what Minna was saying with the lap stuff. I think we have this sort of weird tendency as United fans where, for some reason, if a player comes from a smaller Premier League club, we sort of turn our nose at them, which is so bizarre when throughout sort of Sir Alex's time, we always bought from Premier League clubs that were beneath us. It was easier because we were the biggest club in the league or the best club in the league. But we saw against, for instance, Fulham, when they were playing against Liverpool yesterday, Sander Berg was brilliant against him.
He was.
Now, when we're linked to him because he played for Burnley or whatever, we're like, buy a player from Burnley. Are you taking the pick? We can't do that. You can't be doing that. You know what I mean? And
is he better than Ugarte?
He did it with money. He did it with money.
We did, yeah. Is Zanderberg better than Ugarte?
I think they're two different kind of players.
They're
But I think they,
different kind of
I think
players.
In holding
Sanderberg,
midfield?
no,
In
can I
holding
just say,
midfield?
I think Sanderberg excels in his strengths more than what Ugarte offers us in his strengths.
Right now,
Ugarte is very
better
good
than
at
on the
what
ball.
he does in terms of winning. If you want just one, purely win the ball, then Ugarte has the top stats for that, literally in Europe the last couple of seasons in terms of tackles. That's what he's there to do. Sanderberg's better on the ball than him, but I think we just need to get out of this mindset and get back into the mindset of the solutions to Manchester United problems aren't going to be these like superstar players. Like and the worst thing is we've done it. We've gone for superstars over the last decade. Where's it got us? It's got us to where we are right now. The best solutions are going to be those players that they might be a little bit cheaper. They might not look like a Man United player. And guess what? If they're not, we haven't spent a lot of money on them. So we're not completely wed to the idea that they're going to stick around for 5 years and completely see out their contract. We can move them on quickly. You talk about it all the time, Flex. We talk about people like Rashford, Anthony. We have to like trigger an exit strategy just to move them on. And that takes like 18 months of go out on loan first and then sort of freeze them out a little bit. We can't move people on. So I'm not against Delap. I still think we would need experience. I do think that's a valid argument of like 2 strikers that are early 20s. That's why I'm not against the Mateta one. I think Mateta could work out.
Owen's on the Mateta one, man. Owen is not.
I like Mateta. I like Mateta.
Yeah,
I think United should sell Højlund.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
The idea of even if you
sell him,
sell him and buy another.
I'm just fed up of like, for me, when I look at how bad we are, I understand we have to get cheaper players. We're shopping in a different aisle. You know what I'm saying? Different supermarket now, especially if we don't get that Europe. I get that. So that's got to happen throughout the build-up of the squad. On the number 9, guys, I ain't going to lie to you, man. I just want certified. I just need I need the certification. I need man with the, like, he's been to scouts, the arms full of all the badges. He's got all the credentials. I know that we can't go and get like, you know, the top, because the Osimhen thing is like, it could happen. Like we could get him if we put more resources into that, even though it's big wages. You know, you're seeing the reports that he wants to come. I'm saying for me, if you can get him, I'm just securing that as the base point. I'm getting that because for me, yes, he might not play in the league, but for me, as a bagsman, ready to take the pressure, ready to do it now, I need that. I'm fed up of looking in the number 9 position and going, yeah, in a couple years, or yeah, a bit raw, or yeah, this and yeah, that. Yeah, no. Obviously, every transfer is a gamble in it. I get it. Just because he's bagged everywhere he's gone, there's always there's risk attached to every transfer, right? But just me on a personal, I feel much safer going for someone proper, someone there right now. None of this, I need this, I need that. He can just occupy a front line. He's a bagsman. He knows where the goal is, and he knows what to do. The rest, that's where, yeah, cool. When James says we need Dorgus and things like that, we get the Aiden Heavens in. Yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? I get all of that. Like, keep blooding in Collier, no problem. Like, I'm cool with all the other rebuild, but the 9, I'm saying no more. I'm sticking pins in my eyes. I don't want it no more. We need a top. I need a player that, like I say, the other 2 centre backs go, shit. Oh, man. Nah, flipping it, man. This is, I'll tell you what, I need to give him a bit of respect.
How people feel about Isak?
100%.
How people feel about Isak? They're scared. They don't know that that's a long day. That's a long day of football.
Do you know what I mean? People see Rasmus Højlund, Xerxes, they see the same trio that you're talking about, KG, because I've been saying this, ripped up that free. That Xerxes, Højlund, Garnacho thing. Let's just be real, man. That's never going to be it. That's just not. I don't care how long you give that. I don't care how long you nurture it or, you know what I mean, keep feeding it, let it grow. That's not going to be it for me. I've come to the conclusion that trio, Xerxes, listen, keeps the ball nice. I've got no problem with that. He's better than I thought. He's tidy. You need players who can help you play better football. But he's not going to get you goals. He's not going to get you assists. And we only play with 3 out-and-out attackers, like in that trio. And the wing-backs have to become attackers when they're up there. So who's going to be the potent killers in there? We need it. I can't have no nearly guys. I need proper stuff. So for me, listen, Cunha would be sick. I want to try and get him as well. But if you're asking me to nail down who the one for the big P's is, I'm going for the 9. I'm going for the 9 for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, look, I kind of look at Arsenal and I think the only thing they've really messed up is they haven't got that in the last 3 years on their build. They haven't got that real threat outside of Saka, you know, in that front line. They haven't got it. And they've built their team really well. They bought a lot of good young players. They've bought a lot of expensive players too, but they have not got that striker. Now they're looking at, you know, Nico Williams. They're looking at Gyökeres as well. You know, they're looking to go big in the attack because otherwise they'd be winning titles and we'd be talking about them challenging for a 3rd year in a row, not falling down every February, March because they stop scoring. That's how I see it. I was looking at this earlier. I can't find an example of a team that's won anything in the Premier League, the Champions League, without getting a big big striker in there or a big forward who's scoring like prolific numbers of goals. I can't find any example.
Yeah, because even prime Liverpool, like Firmino is that, but you had the glue on the other sides where they're high volume scorers.
Yeah, I mean, they're practically strikers with Salah Mane, right? You know,
you need dependable goal scorers, and for far too long, I've just got no one I can hang my hat on and go, listen, he give me 20.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like, if we could get a striker that could perform like Bruno, but in that position, like, I don't care how shit stuff's, I don't care. You lot can talk about like things are up and down. Watch my thing. Watch what I just do my job in the Roy Keane thing. I'll just do my job. You lot, you can work it out. We might drop points because the defense ain't right in the midfield balance, all of that stuff. I just put the ball in the back of the net, mate. No one can talk to me. I just need that. I need that, man, for me.
I mean, Ronaldo scored 18 goals his last season.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
and that was like, the team was mashed up. We're saying, right, he just done his job. 18 goals. And we ain't had a striker better since he's gone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Even though we were like, he's got to move on and stuff. Omar says Delap ain't better than Højlund. Get off the crack. He is, man.
What?
Come on now. Ipswich are getting relegated. He's got a lot more goals than
I heard someone say though that if Højlund was playing for Ipswich, we'd want him. He'll do what Delap's doing because they.
Højlund wouldn't do at Ipswich what Delap is doing right now at Ipswich.
Facts.
No way.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
They're saying it'll be Atalanta Højlund. It'll be Atalanta Højlund.
But that was the
can I just say Atalanta Højlund, Delap at Ipswich is better than Atalanta Højlund.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So if that's the benchmark, him at Atalanta, 100%. Then we're basically swimming in shit.
It's true though. It's true.
No, Kishan says, "Say how you really feel about it."
Sorry, excuse my language.
It's shit, mate. Kishan says, comparing Giggs' first 3 season stats to Garnacho, Giggs is slightly better, but he played in a much better team, so it's comparable. Would Giggs have got the same opportunities now as he did then? Listen, when you compare errors, I hear you because our team was star-studded, isn't it? He's coming into a settled environment, etc., etc. But that's numbers. There's still the eye test. I bet Giggs weren't making. I can't remember Giggs' first 3 seasons, like off the top of my head, but I would have assumed that he wasn't making as many bad decisions as what Rasmus Højlund was. Maybe we get Kenny on. Kenny will be able to tell us like what I was like. I can't remember.
Well, he wouldn't be the person that we're looking to. Like he'll be a player just in and amongst men of that, telling him what to do.
And we ain't got time as well.
Yeah,
Ryan Giggs got 20 goals and assists in his second season. Like
you won PFA Young Player of the Year 2 years in a row.
Yeah, like what are we talking about here? 20 goals and assists.
You don't think he would have been 19? You don't think playing with those level of players around him isn't good for him?
Yeah, but what I've seen from Garnacho, I don't know if imagine he was getting the ball off flipping Cantona and then man say, "Yeah, set me now, give it to me now, you fool, set now."
You want to pass it? Hey, do you think he's not going to pass it to them, man?
They be carrying him about man. They be kicking him around the stadium.
Hey, Steve Bruce,
move, pass the ball, you idiot.
They will beat him up. Imagine Roy Keane after he's done 7 stepovers and he's in the thing and he didn't score. He's getting rushed. They're putting him in the.
So wait, that'll be Andy Cole. It'll be Coley. Coley going, "What are you doing? The big man, oi, pussy, yo, listen. When I say that ball goes there, like levels it in it, that's what it would be, bro." But
Giggs was like, I know that it's because United were so good, but even like the caliber of opponents in that time and day, he was in PFA Team of the Year at the same age as Garnacho. Garnacho right now at his age, Giggs was in PFA Team of the Year. I was watching the other day. I know this is so sidetracked, but I was watching United's 09 run to the Champions League final, and I was just laughing because I was like, I was watching Ronaldo and I was just laughing because I was like, this is the guy that people are saying basically a couple of years before that he was equivalent to what Garnacho is now. It's a joke.
KG's had enough. Blasphemy. He's had enough. He's like, no, I'm out, man. I can't even participate. I think
it's really easy for stuff. Yeah, it's real easy to fall into that trap of like every young player is going to be as good as some legend that was bad when they were, like for every player who becomes Ronaldo, there's the other million who don't.
Yeah, million. Yeah, that's crazy because remember that's like saying, oh, Ronaldo 03 or 04, whatever the first year, all the stepovers against Bolton and that, you just got to give Garnacho that kind of grace because Ronaldo was like that when he first. Let's just stop that kind of stuff.
But the thing is that that's people that never watch Ronaldo. Because I know for a fact, if you watch Ronaldo in that and you were old enough to watch him, then you would have known that he would go on to be an amazing player.
Yep.
And you don't have to watch Garnacho now to know that his ceiling is not Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, exactly. Not everyone can beat. Most people, like James said, the other million can't be Cristiano Ronaldo. They won't be Messi. Do you know what I mean? They won't even be flipping Jermaine Defoe. They won't.
Did you see Micah Richards' analysis of Phil Foden yesterday? Did you see
I
that?
didn't see it. What was What was it?
He said he was talking about Phil Foden, and Micah Richards said he's one of the best youngsters in world football. And many people pointed out, they went, but one of the best youngsters, 25 years old, mate. Best youngsters.
Slip of the tongue from Micah.
Right. By the way, I didn't leave because of the conversation. My camera just decided to shut down.
Nah, they were like the Garnacho thing got a bit much. You didn't want to be part of it.
Kind of felt a bit.
You're not serious.
I felt a bit leavish.
Yeah, it was a bit KG. It was a bit Farage, a bit leavish. You know what I mean?
I can't believe that. Again, allegations in it. Literally, like, because I was like, wait,
here's another allegation.
The timings of it was crazy, but I did not.
KG, bigger the third. KG turned his nose up on Tillemans when I suggested him 2 years ago.
I did.
Yeah. But that Leicester version of Tillemans couldn't run though. It's mad. He has got better under.
No, but he would have been a good signing on a free.
Yeah. On a free, 100%.
On a free, he would have been a good signing. Like, I don't know.
I did it.
Minna, this community turned their nose up at Kante for a small change, mate, and he went and got player matches in Euros and that. So, I don't know.
But flex, N'Golo Kante.
I know.
What do you mean? Yeah. I mean, this was Kante like being out for injury, and then he was willing to bring him into Manchester United's medical department.
You
kidding me?
Some people are still telling him
ain't been injured since, has he? Ain't really been injured since.
Some people are still telling him up at Pogba, even though he hasn't played for all these years, and they still believe he can do a job.
Wait, is Kante better than Ugarte now? Can I ask a question?
I haven't seen him for ages.
I watched the SPL. The SPL is just a different league. It's really It's really difficult.
You hate Ugarte?
No, I'm asking with our options now. Is Kante better than Ugarte or Casemiro or who else plays that? Like Collier, would he be better?
We haven't seen him play. I don't know.
Would you be comfortable?
KG, don't say we haven't seen him play. He plays in the SPL.
This community, Brandon wrap up show. Do they watch the Saudi league?
No. All right. What about the Euros? I watched the Euros.
He's better than him based on the UK. What this version is now?
Mina watches SPL, mate. So I'm just asking someone.
Yeah.
Wait,
but also because Kante has a lot more to offer than Ugarte in terms of on the ball, which I think that is the issue with Ugarte, because I like Ugarte. I think he does a good job, but I think that his deficiencies, Man United really struggle with that. Like, we can't have two midfielders. Like yesterday, for example, Bruno Fernandes was playing as a midfield free, basically, because Casemiro and Ugarte were struggling with that ball progressing from the deeper lines. So with Ugarte, everything he does it good. He does it tick, but it's not a lot of stuff. And I feel like with Manchester United's midfield, you need to have, I think, in my opinion, that level of consistency, and you have to have a lot of attributes that you provide for the midfield, because really and truly, I see people calling Ugarte a shin kicker. That's kind of mean. I think that's kind of mean.
I think KG's gone onto something here. Flex, I think you're causing trouble here. Have you noticed this, KG?
I'm asking a question.
Have you noticed?
His name.
This was a big thing yesterday.
Is Vanderberg better than Ugarte?
I'm asking a question.
That he's done that.
Yeah.
And then he said, is Kante that's playing in the Saudi league right now better than Ugarte? I'm like, wait a minute. Have you watched a recent game of Kante in the Saudi league? Have you watched 90 minutes?
Well, I'm asking. We got Minna hit. I'm asking a question. And Minna just gave her opinion, but Minna gave her opinion as someone who watches the SPL. So I don't know why you're not. Are you disagreeing with Minna? Are you disagreeing with Minna's analysis or not?
I don't disagree with what Minna says.
Because you know why? He doesn't. KG don't rate the Saudi league. He don't rate. He don't rate it like that. But it's okay. A lot of people.
Yes, right. Actually,
it is tough to compare. I mean, it's tough enough to compare in Europe.
there you go.
Yeah.
KG suggested that because he plays there.
KG, why are you dissing your friend Turkey Al Sheikh's league? That is out of order. For everything he's done for you. For everything he's done for you.
Turkey's watching.
Yeah. For everything he's done for you.
Come on. On me, bro. This guy's asking questions about a player. And when Flex does this, I know that we're at the early signs. Yeah.
No, but KG, I do remember on your channel in the summer, you and I had a debate about Ugarte and Sanderberg. And I said I'd rather have Sanderberg and Fofana because they both tick boxes of everything United need in midfield than signing just Ugarte for the same price as the two of them. I remember that. I do remember that debate. So I knew that.
KG, do you think we would have been better off doing that? Do you think we'd have been better off doing what Mina's saying now in hindsight?
I do like Ugarte. I think he's a good player. Let's give him a
chance. It's not the question. KG, it's not the question whether you like him. The question is, Flex, do you like a guy?
Because I think he's yeah. Oh, nobody asked me this. That's fine. As Marcel would say, thank you, Owen, for asking.
I think on Ugarte in general, to bring it back around a little bit, you got to give him a little bit of time. You know, his minutes played when we signed him
is the
same as Garnacho's minutes are now in his career. Kind of crazy. He's a young player. I mean, I know he's a little bit older, but when you look at the minutes, the experience and things, it takes time. Players need time for sure. I mean, he's 23, he's in his first season. Ten Hag didn't want him. You know, he didn't play him for 3 months.
No.
Starting the year, so we'll see where he turns into in the end. He's got room to grow.
This is interesting though, because during the international break, something happened with Ugarte where suddenly, like, the tide turned for some weird reason. And is there a suggestion now that people on this panel are jumping in with 2 feet?
No,
into that,
I'm definitely on the hate. That thing under his post saying you what was that? Scrub, get out of the club. All of this stuff. Yeah, all of that. I'm not. No, well, I can speak for me. I don't know if anyone else on the panel's on that. I'm not on that. I'm not on that at all with Ugarte. So I don't know. KG, are you on that?
You're not on that player. I don't even know what's going on.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So to answer Owen's question, no one here on the panel.
It does feel a little bit like gaslighting.
But I've always had my stance on Ugarte. I never wanted him. But...
Right. See, Mina just said she never wanted him. So Mina's
but my stance was always
okay.
It was
she said he's good too, right? I mean,
he's okay, but he's got deficiencies that United struggle. And that's the thing, because United for me struggle so much with a ball carrier, someone in the middle. I think that Ugarte's flaws are highlighted a lot more. And that's why people are picking at it. But if Ugarte had someone next to him who had those attributes that he doesn't have, then he would be okay, because literally he'd just be... KG likes Ugarte because he's like a real man, like running around, bam, in a tackle, bam, in a tackle, bam, in a tackle. That's why KG likes him.
I'm going to love that. Do you know what's so crazy?
You need that in certain games.
Job. Wait, do you know what's mad yet? Ugarte actually does his job. We've got no creative players. The creative side don't do this. Well, Bruno will do his job, but everybody else that's meant to do their part of the job.
Well, this is why we're saying clear them out, mate. This is what we're saying. Get rid.
No, but look, I get what KG is saying, because like yesterday, you get a halftime sub off Ugarte was like all over Twitter. The 3 forwards were awful. You could have taken, not 3, because Bruno was actually doing decent. Garnacho, Højlund, you could have taken them off and it would have made a much bigger difference if you had anybody to replace them. That wasn't the problem. I don't understand when that happens. We can't score goals and people are focused too much on areas that are not the problem in those circumstances. But I do agree we need better midfield like dynamics. The dynamics are not there and it makes everybody a little bit worse than they are individually. And that needs to improve. But
yeah,
it's gone over the top, I think, man.
Biggie the first. Oh yeah, this is where this whole thing started. Actually, did you think it's hate for a guy? It's not. It's just because it's actually my love for Kante with where this thing actually started. Because KG turned his nose up at Tielemans, so that got me thinking. That's when I said, Minna, they also turned their nose up at Kante, and then Minna went on to say, "Well, I'm watching him now. He's better than the guy." That it was just interesting take. That's all. We're just listening to takes on the panel, and all we've heard is opinions. And Minna's opinion from watching Kante is that he's better than Ugarte and has a lot to offer.
Heck of an explanation, that very defensive.
That's it. Just explaining what occurred.
Wow.
No defense
there. Took a while.
Just explaining. Silla says, "Hi UV. Unpopular opinion. I'd sack Amorim if he doesn't win it." Oh, wow. Okay. See, now we just jumped to this. Unpopular opinion. I'd sack Amorim if he doesn't win the Europa League. If he was an English manager, everyone would demand his sacking. It's been a disaster. I don't think they would. I just want the new manager needs. Yeah, it's fully clear. He needs some time, man. He needs a transfer window. Omar says, Flex, stop all this. Just say you think he's shit and stop all this sugarcoating. Stop trying to be the good guy. For F's sake, is boring. If you think that's what I believe about Ugarte, then you're entitled to your opinion. But I can tell you, I do not think he's shit, and I do not think he's garbage, and I don't think that should be sold and get out of my club. And Omar also says flex behind closed doors. You 100% call him garbage. I'm just checking behind my closed doors to see if you're here, to see if you've seen me. If you're behind my closed doors, so you know what I say, because you obviously say 100%. So no, I don't.
KG,
I think Ugarte is decent.
Can I ask KG a question? On the Trinity on Friday, he said he would sell Joshua Zirkzee, and I saw people in the comments were going, "See, KG, we knew you were lying when you said you liked Zirkzee. We knew that you were talking out of both sides of your mouth." It's a great phrase. I just don't know if this might be the forum just to sort of, just because I pushed back on that. I said I wouldn't sell him, but you and Flex were selling.
A good player. I think Zirkzee proved this point. I was totally wrong. And there's a video apology live on my channel. He's a
nah, you're being passive aggressive.
You said this Friday.
Wait, I can't say this any better than this.
You both did. You both said it Friday.
I started not rating Zirkzee. Thought it was a civilian. I thought Rasmus Højlund was better at the time. Yeah.
You said you're faster than Zirkzee.
I said I was faster than him.
I think he probably is.
Zirkzee was blowing yesterday. I don't know if you saw that on screen.
However, it's not about Zirkzee being a bad player. I think he's actually a good player, and I think he's actually a Man United player that still will have decent value in the market. If you're looking for 10s with high productivity, because I don't know if Dorgu's going to score 10 goals next season in all comps. I don't know.
Is he expected to?
Is he expected to?
Well, I think your wide players might need to be involved in the goals, right? If we stay how we are, if we keep Zirkzee in, if Bruno's playing deep, yeah. If it's Ugarte, Bruno, Zirkzee, whoever that new man is, and the striker, guys, guess what? The goals it's not a lot of goals there. So he's gonna have to get involved.
If we keep the striker, if we kept the striker, because if we sold Højlund, then we'd have to get two strikers. We can't have one striker again, can we? If we're saying Zirkzee's a striker, so for all of the chat about
he's a 10. He's going to be a 10, but is he a goal scoring 10? I'm saying
that's what I mean. So if you got rid of Højlund and we brought in another striker, we would still need another striker, wouldn't we?
No, I'm saying you're 10.
So why would the focus be getting Dorgu 10 goals when actually it should be those attacking players first?
Sharing. I'm talking about. So the point,
there's attacking players should be sharing goals.
The 10s need to score goals. The point is, the two 10s, whoever they are, need to chip in with minimum 10. The two 10s, and then after our strike has to go crazy, then I can get some from the wing backs. But those two 10s are vital, especially now we know that Ugarte is probably going to score, I don't know, 4 or 5 a season, maybe.
But do you think that? Sorry, I was just going to say with the two 10s thing, because it's with the assumption that Zirkzee is starting game in, game out as one of the 10s.
I wouldn't think he would.
I don't think he will be. I think if Man United get an offer for Zirkzee that entices them, I think they might let him go. But equally with saying that, I think Ahmad will be the starting right 10, and the left 10 is the one that,
if
you had Cunha and Ahmad, would be nice.
Wouldn't you sell then? If he's still got good
That's why I said if it's the offer that entices them, because from a financial perspective, if I'm not wrong, United are paying in installments for his release clause, and from an amortization perspective,
that's all good.
On FFP, if they can sell him for about 20, they'll be all right.
25, 25.
Yeah, United will be all right.
That's what,
so if it's an offer that entices them,
but you got to replace him, don't you?
But then
otherwise, I'm saying are we getting rid of? I just don't think he's a potent in terms of numbers, in terms of GA, which I'm kind of looking for. I don't think I'm going to get enough of that. He's a good player though. He's not a rubbish player. Now, when you talk about, I was just talking about the wide players. I'm not saying Dorgu needs to score 10 or 15 goals. I'm just saying as the wide players, we're not getting anything from the width. So now if we stay as we are with Zirkzee in the team, where are the goals coming from? Or you're just going to put it on Osimhen or the striker? We need to share the goals around the team. And that's the only point I'm making. So don't just look at, I'm just waiting for Dorgu to get 15 to something. I know that's not possible. Literally, sharing the goals, I don't think we're going to get goals with what we have right now.
I agree with that.
Can you get a better goal scorer for 25 million as a backup? Like, who are you going to get?
That's where this is. You see what I'm saying, James? This is.
I mean, he's got 6 goals, though. You know, I mean, he's got 6 goals in 2,000 minutes. It's not amazing, but it's in this team. It's not like he's not scored any goals. He's got 9 goals and assists. You know, if we're a better team next year, can't he chip in 15 on the
I feel like
season
he
as a
can.
total?
I feel like he can play. That's why he's the lowest on that thing for me. For me,
Yeah.
Garnacho and Højlund, I'm saying, give me some money. Give me some money. And then you go, Xerxes not going to be the starter. You got Ahmad plus the Cunha or whoever that person's going to be. Or who knows, maybe he puts Bruno back up there with Ahmad and one other, or Bruno and Cunha or something, and maybe Ahmad's right wing back. We don't know. And then we get another 6 because maybe Casemiro does leave, etc. Eriksen's already leaving, but he's been playing as a 10. So there's so much Cobby. If all goes to plan, he signs this new deal, he stays. He's our 10 as well. Mount, we know he's going to get injured, but Amorim's planning for him to be a 10. So there's a lot. There's a lot. We're actually overloaded really now with the 10s, but the quality still ain't there. There's no one you can hang your hat on really apart from Bruno, and Ahmad was doing his thing. So
in Quentin's breakout season, he got 11. That's his GA in that big season that now Chelsea really want him and stuff. You're gonna need they're a big part of this. If they say the system's based on wing backs, there's a point that they're gonna have to deliver. They're on the ball the most.
They do need to get involved.
So not even. I'm not trying to take the piss or nothing, just in case people are thinking, why is he's on another player? Nah, I just know that wing backs have to help out.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Let me get these super chats. Read out. Hi, UV. Read that one already. There you go. Big game player. KG being schooled by Mina on facts.
It's not being
Every
KG
week.
is
Every
always
week.
like, and I don't know everything, guys. I learn a lot from KG too, so don't do that.
Don't lie, Mina. It's
The
fine.
chat trying to ask. The chat. Someone said really quickly in the chat. They only just typed it like half a second ago. They said, "What do you learn from KG?" They wanted to know.
I learn a lot. Like I'm not gonna lie. I learn a lot from KG. I learn a lot.
Yeah, they wanted to know the specific thing, when you the thing where I learned
a lot about boxing. I don't know nothing about boxing, and I've learned so much from KG.
And to be fair, KG learned a lot from a book titled Football, and it had pictures.
I hate it here because sometimes you lot just try to gotcha moments on my takes, even though everyone else's takes are a bit shit as well. But it's fine. And now Flex is saying Flex is seeing things that no one typed. No one typed in.
They did. They did.
KG, don't let him run away with this. Remember, he said Scott McTominay was better than Casemiro in that first season under Erik ten Hag.
It's fine, but it's okay because he said it.
And now everyone's asking for Scott McTominay to come back and score some goals and get rid of Casemiro.
In a completely different. No one's asking for Scott. I'm not. KG, are you?
No. Listen. I'm not. The killer is. I'm not.
There are people asking for Scott McTominay.
There is. I'm not making it up.
Definitely.
And last time I checked, everyone's Casemiro to go. So really,
football from me is crazy though. You didn't have to say boxing. I wish you just didn't.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. I was expecting to turn about football, not boxing.
you guys put me on the spot. That's fine.
The boxing.
No, but me and KG
I thought it was going to be football related.
No. But deep it. We never agree on anything.
No, we don't.
So it's very difficult for me to say that.
He's taught me a lot about comedy.
That too. One of my relatives went and watched him at a stand-up show, and they said that he was the best.
I'm sick.
Still nothing.
And then now my family.
That is 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I'm cold. It's all right. Listen, guys, you don't need to validate me. I know who I am.
KG also don't 100%. Like you're also sick at the
That's fine. As well.
No, you are.
No, it's fine.
I know my accolades and absolutely.
Like you're an award winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I called it a JSA though. I said I won a JSA.
That's job seekers allowance. No. He said job seekers allowance. No. He won an award for job seeking. Nah, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Down the job seekers. Nah. Get out of here, bro. He's taking the piss. This guy's taking the piss, bro. You think we worked our asses off for 4 years for a job seekers allowance?
You guys,
award, bro?
James, do you know what JSA is?
I do not.
Yeah.
I do not. You
basically in America, you lot have to pay for everything. Though I don't even know what to say. If you haven't got a job in America,
social
unemployment. It's unemployment.
Unemployment. So it's JSA.
Yeah, unemployment.
He's been telling people he wanted JSA.
This guy obviously he's got the thing the wrong way.
Oh,
around.
I see. Okay.
Let's put it the wrong way around.
All right.
Kids.
He's telling everyone he's getting unemployment. Okay. All right.
You got an unemployment award.
Bro, I swear you didn't do the EMA, bro. Put the EMA award.
I want a GSA, you know. It was like, what?
Nah, Ridwan says PFA Young Player of the Universal Credit Edition. You're something. You're just.
man.
These are part of the things Mina learns. You know, take your time and make sure you read the thing properly. She's learned that from you, bro. Super Arch says, we need 2 new 10s. Ahmad stays at right wing back. Interesting. Can't wait for Ahmad to get back, man, to see like what the long term does. He see him as that right wing back or 10? Larry says, I'm sure KG will remember that I didn't want Ugarte last summer.
Yes.
A midfielder whose biggest weaknesses are on the ball. Is a number 6, 60 million to get subbed off every time the manager wants to change something. Yeah. Dio says, you people saying sell Højlund, think amortization. And Biggie the Third says, I feel there is something there in Xerxes, but not as a striker. I will sell Rasmus and Garnacho before him. Agree with that. I just feel there is something in the kid. And Big Game Player says, so boxing and comedy, not football, job seekers. Yes, tight. We were trying to search for the football lessons, but I don't know. Mina's probably. I think she basically was saying I have to go off and think. I'll let you know on next week's red carpet. I'll have a think. She was basically saying, I think.
I'm gonna write a list.
I thought the question was rhetorical.
Oh no, didn't need an answer. Oh, Owen, that's that's KG. That one's rude. That's rude. That is. That's really rude.
Right. Again,
yeah. Don't even rise to that.
You know what? I've got a great self-esteem. You know, I realized. Because I have to deal with.
You're a comedian, of course you do. You rip the piss out of people every day.
Yeah, I got a great self-esteem. No, get ripped every week,
bro. But you're petty as hell, bro. Like I say, no one can talk to a man who went and bought a book called Football, bro, because someone said something to you in the comments.
I did, mate. I'm on a Rico. I'm on a football Rico charge. They're actually trying to take me down to like crimes, and you know,
it's your fault because when people watch, what do you call people that watch like?
Oh, perverts, footballing perverts.
You can't watch football without being called a P-word.
They're all pricks. All of these guys here. Remember there was a time there was one player that we all wanted and he's shit. Oh, what is his name? Oh, man.
Milinkovic-Savic.
Milinkovic-Savic. They're acting like he's the new Pogba, bro. All the perverts were getting crazy. The perverts never come back and say, hey, guys.
I feel like, KG, I just feel like, hold on, just for a trigger warning, I just feel like you shouldn't use that word.
I don't think you can go around and call them, perverts.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, no, the footballing pervs. I watch.
Why don't you call them like football pricks or something? Like maybe.
I don't spend no time with my family. All I do is watch football on 8 screens. Fuck off. You pricks. You dickheads. You're the same as us, bro. You watch them stats, and then after, it's disgusting. They make me sick. But it's all right.
And that was on, that was on page 8 of the book Football. That whole speech right there was.
How to show you know bear about football. KG, mate, this is what we always say, bro. This thing here,
KG, I got a book for you. I actually, next time I see you, you guys do.
What does that say?
The light. I can't see the light. How to watch football.
How to watch football.
If you want it, I can give it to you. And it's a Prufo book.
I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna use all the buzzwords like all the. That's it. You have to say the buzzwords.
You know what chapter 1 is?
Yeah, 100. That's true.
This is chapter 1. Don't watch the ball.
How can I do
watch the players, mate? Watch the ball? Nah, see where they're moving, bro. Just see how they're set up, bro. Come on, man. Let's go, bro. Lil Yo-Yo with the super chat says first the JSA awards, next to Flock's cars.
I know, but on a serious note, all the ballers now, the scholars are telling us that Leon player is the best thing that we need to get.
Jerky, yeah.
That's all I'm hearing from everyone is.
Are you believing it, KG? Are you trying to? Are you ready? Like, have you heard in your head? Have you put the bid in now, or are you going to wait?
No, I don't. You know what it is? I've been scarred. I've been scarred many a times. I've finally learned. Yeah, we don't really know until they get here. We don't know. Like,
it's such a reasonable take. Wait till they get here.
It's like literally because everyone's told me he's the player, he's the piece of the puzzle. And we've been here before because I remember the same people when we were talking about finding a new manager. Why we need to get Ten Hag because of he's the next guy and this and this is the same voices, same people told us that's why he's again progressive football, all this other great stuff, all the football terms, and then after he became the ball fraud in second. So life goes like that.
Speaking
You know?
of the Leon thing, did you guys see that? This worried me. This
Yeah.
really worried me. Did you see this?
Yeah,
Andre Onana facing Leon in the Europa League quarterfinal. I think we're way
He's
better.
chucking it in the net. He's chucking it in the net. It's happening. It's...
I think we're way better than.
I know, man. Like, we're allowed to say stuff, innit? Like, we're allowed to say stuff. We're the fans, innit? But like, when you directly are like, we say the judge thing. Flex, don't say that. KG jinxing it. Like, no, we got no bearing. He has bearing on what happens. Yeah, he did it. This guy here, he already kicked us out of the Champions League last year. Yeah, this guy has bearings on what's going on. After that, what he did in Europe last year, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be doing that. Onana, I swear.
Do you know what's crazy about that? Yeah,
please, man.
If I was the player, I think I'd be Onana. It's the stuff that, you know, when you lot watch me, when we have these streams and you're like,
you would, you would. Yeah,
like,
you would.
even when I was praising Minna and it was really good, and then after I brought up any league, I was like, and that's literally what Onana does. Onana, I saw that and I got upset. I saw it and I goes, oh, fuck's sake, Onans, what have you done there? You're not having the greatest season. What would make you say we're way better than him? Is that real? When did they interview him? Did they do that pre-season?
You know,
and the picture they've used is so nasty. Look, laughing.
Yeah, that's rude. I mean, he probably wasn't in that context. There was more to that bit where he said it'll be a difficult. He did say more like if it'll be a difficult game, but if we stick to the rules and play to our best, like you know, I believe we'll win and we are better than that.
So
that was the last bit. No, he did say that line though. He has said that line, but it's not like they've gone, Andre, what do you think of the game against Leon? We are better. We're just better than them. It wasn't like that. He said more. I
put that picture up in the Leon dressing room if I was them, and then it'll be everywhere. 100%. I'd just be looking at when that'll be the motivation.
You just know. I swear, Nana, you dare, bro. I swear, please, man.
He's gonna do it, innit? Yeah. He's gonna do it.
Don't. Just come back to Old Trafford in one piece. I beg. Thursday's massive, man. Yeah. Oh no, the watching. Oh no. Anyway,
right,
guys,
I won't lie to you. Can I set a precedent? Can I let you know what I'm going to be on? You're on the show with me, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need, and for the people watching, if you're not a United supporter, cool, whatever. Yeah, the United supporters I'm talking to right now. I need support on 100. Not kind of support, even if a player does something to annoy you. That could be Delo for me, Rasmus for you guys, Ugarte for some of you lot. We are supporting the boys 90 minutes. And after, if it goes extra time, that support as well. We will do the the dossier. What's the forensics? The forensic breakdown if we get knocked out, 100%. It's not going to be time. Our season depends on this. The money that we spend, everything. Our club needs you. In this moment, our club needs support. When we get there, when Owen's live, we should already have 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes early.
Just for positivity.
We need. It just needs to be a sea of positivity.
Look at this. Remy says, "I'll leave Dallo alone for 90." That's crazy. What we've got to do. Just got to draw on all the positive resources.
Even if Onana does something wild,
you just got to keep believing. You just got to say, "Don't worry, you can bounce back. Don't worry.
It's okay."
Yeah.
I'll rate Dallo on that game. I will. You lot know for minimals, any pass that he makes that looks like it's a good one. We have to. We can't give up on these guys. Like it's got.
I forgot about the Flagy character.
I hear you, but if we're 5-0 down, crash the whip. If we're 5-0 down, crash it. We're not
everything done.
Anywhere.
No, especially not
toxic positivity. That's what we want. Toxic.
Yeah, we have to be there. Last super chat of the day as well. Says big game from big game player. Onana dives within his own shadow. Zero technique. Oh, man, listen, be positive, man. It's the next game, bro. Let's just lock in big game player. Let's just lock in. Right, peeps. Big up for watching, man. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Subscribe to Owen Wrestle News 36555. Shout out to the Muppeteers. Make sure you subscribe there as well. Subscribe to Minna Football channel. Make sure you do that. Link is in the description below. And make sure you guys subscribe to KG Reckless Sports as well. And while you're at it, subscribe to the Football Flex as well. All the links are there. They're all there. Yeah, they're all there. The Football Flex. Yeah, links are there. First video's up explaining what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Unruly. It's time to be unruly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out the gang. So, yeah, let's get involved. Guys, see you tomorrow morning. Murphy 1-0. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there you go. So that's that. Rude's having a torrid time. They'll probably get.
He's going to make it, isn't he?
He was meant to keep him in it.
Yeah.
No, KG's gone Leicester though, KG, man. Come on, man. Come on. He's unbeaten in 4 games for us, mate. We'd take that now. Beaten for 4. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, guys, we're out of here, man. Take care. Peace. Oh, there's no outro, Owen. Oh, wait a minute. That's bad. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
There you go.